back to my channel. Today I bring you a back to school look. I feel like if I was gonna wear makeup to school, I would want some like colored liner, so that's kind of what I did here today. And I feel like there's other people out there that want just, you know, less of a neutral look and more of like a fun. So this is like my version of like a pop of color back to school look. I kept the eyes very neutral so you guys could add whatever eyeliner you want for your look. So I just kept it very neutral, slap on some purple, blue, whatever eyeliner you want and go with it. So if you want to see how to get this back to school look, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so jumping right in, I'm going to take the Bliss No Zit Sherlock primer, and this really has been helping me because I've been breaking out a lot. My face has been freaking out. I'm stressing because school's about to start. So this is what I've been using, and I think it'll help a lot of you who are going to school and breaking out. This is like a godsend to me for using underneath my makeup. And then next I'm using another primer. I'm going to use the Makeupfoirever Step 1 primer, and this is to reduce fine lines in your pores, and so sometimes my pores peek out. So I'm just going to use this in my troublesome area. For foundation, I'm not really using a foundation. I am using the Balmshelter BB cream. I really like this. It's got SPF in it, and it covers and it makes everything really even and my redness not so, like, you know, out there. So I really like using this, and I recommend it because it's got SPF in it and it won't completely sweat off your face if it's still hot out on the first day of school. I did forget to do this. This is the Pure Energizing Eye Stick. I put this under my eyes because I have really fine lines under my eyes, and so this helps reduce that. So that's why I'm using it here. And then I'm taking my Lorac Pro concealer, and I'm covering up all the bad spots where I'm breaking out and where I could just see a little bit more redness peeking through. This is where I am putting that. I really like this combination lately, my BB cream with my concealer. It's awesome. And then the next concealer I'm going to use to kind of highlight areas and just cover a little bit more is the Naked Skin Concealer. This has been my holy grail for like ever, so I really like this a lot, and I'm just putting it under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, my forehead, around my nose. I usually put it around my mouth and sometimes on my chin just to hide more redness if I feel like it's peeking through. So yeah, sometimes I do like add on the concealer like a little crazy, but whatever. And then next, I didn't show it, but I'm using the Airspun Powder. This is literally the only powder that will work to set my under eye, and so my under eyes won't have concealer in the creases. I went off and did my eyebrows off camera, and I used the Gimme Brow and Colourpop's Bang & Brunette Brow Pencil, and I used it for the first time as this combination, and I really liked it. And here I'm just wiping off the rest of that powder, which sometimes I put a lot on. And going into the eyes now, we are going to take the LA Girl Pro eyeshadow primer, which I really like this. Honestly, your eyeshadow will last forever. I usually just put it on like this. It's kind of like a concealer consistency, it looks like. It's kind of thick, but I really like it. And then I use a brush to kind of blend that out, as you can see. And this has been my go-to eyeshadow primer for a good while, and I don't know what I've been doing with my life. Like, my eyeshadows blend seamlessly and everything. It's great. So then we're going to use the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and we are taking that white shade there just to set the primer. So that way our shadows will blend seamlessly into everything and no harsh edges will be there. And then we are going to take the Violet Voss palette, and we are taking the color Transition. I love the names in this palette. And we are going to just pretty much put that as our transition shade. However your eye shape is, just put it up that way, I guess. I don't know. I'm really bad at explaining things, but you know, whatever. And then we are taking, I didn't show this part, but I'm pretty sure I'm taking Bestie and adding that to my crease. I really just wanted a neutral eye, so if you just have browns, some light browns, and an orangey shade to throw on your lid, pretty much that's what I did. And then we're taking Hashtag, and that I just felt like it needed more of like an orangey shade since I was going to use orange eyeliner. And yeah, pretty much I wanted to keep this eye super simple so you could pair any colored liner with it that you would want. And then I'm taking the shimmery shade from the Tartelette palette, one of them. I show it here in just a second. I'm ahead of myself, which is that one in the corner. I don't know the name, but I started with the brush, and then I didn't like how the brush was picking up the color, and I just really feel like shimmery shades, if you use your fingers, you get more color payoff with it opposed to like wetting your brush and whatnot. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just putting that all over the lid, and I really, really love this shade and how it pops and kind of makes the eyes pop. And so next I'm using Colourpop's Puppy Eyeshadow. It is orange. I do not recommend this at all. I hated it. I had the worst time trying to wing it out, trying to just make it show up pretty much. Like, it dries chunky. It doesn't look good. I'm just not a fan of it overall. Like, I just don't recommend it. Find an eyeliner that goes on smoothly and you don't have to fight with. That's my conclusion. So I'm just curling my lashes here. I don't recommend falsies for the first day of school, but like, if you're a falsies girl, just do it. There's no reason you can't. I just think falsies is like overdoing it. So I just coated my eyelashes with a crap ton of mascara like I normally do when I'm wearing glasses, because I was wearing glasses today and I didn't want to throw on falsies, but I also think, you know, a little too much. But to each their own. That's just my opinion. If you want to throw falsies on, then do it. And then I'm taking Bestie and then a darker shade called Teddy Bear and throwing that on my bottom lash line. I really like this because I didn't want to use just a black liner or anything. I wanted my eyes to look a little bit different and, like, you know, keep the brown consistency, brown shade, but like if you're using a different color liner and you want to use something else, totally do it. I just felt like brown smudged out on my bottom lash line would be good. And so then to bronze up the face, we are going to use Makeupfoirever's Ultra Bronze bronzer, of course. And this is $7 and you get so much for your money, and I love it. Like, this is my go-to bronzer usually. And I didn't want my face to be too heavy on like the cheek makeup or the highlight or anything. I went very light, and we're using the Hot Mama blush. I added some here. I didn't want, like I said, I didn't want it too in your face. I just wanted it very subtle. First day of school, you have your eyes popping, so wanted the rest of the face to be calm. We are using Prosecco Pop from the Champagne Split collection, which I really, really like, and I thought this was my most subtle highlighter that I had, so that's why I'm using this one. And I think it would work for any skin tone. It's just so gorgeous, and if you don't pack it on really heavy, then it'll look good for like a day-to-day highlighter because it's not too beam in your face. And then I'm putting on a Wet n Wild lip gloss here, and then going to spray my face with Wet n Wild setting spray, and that will conclude this look. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!